As I mentioned in the first class, sense organ, definitely you have idea about the sense organ, that is eye, other is ear, right? Other is here is nose. So tongues, etc. Even skin also. So skin and tongues is there. So these are the sense organ which collect the sensory information from the external world, right? So these are the basic things for the understanding of psychology. In the psychology books, if you will go to the class 11, 12th or any advanced book, there will be must described something about the sense organ, especially eye and ear. So psychology start from sense organ. Sense organ will produce what? Sensation. It produce sensation. So it means sensation we will understand in detail, right? After understanding the sensation, then there is a other concept, attention. So attention is basically a psychological process, early psychological or simple psychological process is there. And we will understand detail about the types of attention and basically what are the causes of attention, theories of attention. But sensation is a major source of the attention. Without sensation, there will be no attention. Like if you are listening me well, so that is a sensation and something is attending to you, so that attention is there. And we will discuss detail about attention. Initially, you must have idea about the three attention. One is sustainable attention, other is selective attention is there. So selective attention, after that there is focused attention is there, or even we can also say that other form of attention like divided attention is there. So that divided attention we will deal detail in it. And after understanding of attention, there is other thing is perception. Other things is perception. So we will deal about the perception in detail. Means sensation is a source, sense organ is a source of sensation, and sensation will help in the development of attention. Attention will help in the development of perception. And we will discuss different types of perception, like one is depth perception, very popular. We will understand about monocular, binocular. Distance perception is there. Other is time perception is there. Other is speed perception is there, right? And we will discuss about the color perceptions also, right? So perception is very important. Perception develop with the help of attention. Attention के बिना perception नहीं होगा. So after understanding of perception, there is important concept is learning. So learning develop with the help of perception. Getting? So learnings, we will study a lot about the learnings. Basically, we will study 4 types of learnings are there. One is learning by watching others. We call them to modelings. So watching others, दूसरों को देख करके भी हम लर्निंग को लेके आते हैं. Then learning by association is also called basically classical conditioning. So learning by association. And very popular, I hope you have heard, learning by consequences. So learning by consequences is one of the very important source to understand the human behavior or the develop of the learnings. Other is that higher mental process. We learn through the higher mental process. Like if you are preparing civil service, it is not learning by watching, not by association, not by consequences. It is a basically higher mental process. So learning by higher mental process, we have 4 mechanisms. So without perception, there is no learning is there. If that learning is going to take place, it is actually not a good or correct learning. So that learning will create memory. Without learning, you will not have any memory. So memory formed basically by the learnings. And here we will understand basically sensory memories is there, another is short-term memory, other is LTM, explicit memory and implicit memory. We will discuss all in detail. Just I am telling how these process formed. Then memories will help in the thinking. Without memory, you will have no thinking is there. So thinking formed with the help of memory, right? So we will study basically convergent thinking, divergent thinking, evaluative thinking, as well as creative thinking. So we will discuss one by one all thinkings in detail about this. So while you will think, so your mind will start to reasons about any things. So the people who is not thinking, they don't have reasonings, and without reasonings there will be no problem solving. So for the problem solving, what's required? You must require basically, you must require at least reasoning, and without problem solving, no concept will formed. So if that is the concept formation will be possible with the help of what? Problem solving. After the concept formations, that will helps into decision making. So decision making is also not possible without any concepts, because decisions are taken with the help of certain concepts. So this is important for you, and without these things, if you don't have any concept, you have no any type of decision makings and etc., definitely you will have a problem of personality. You will do not have any types of attitude and aptitudes. So these are the sources of your attitudes as well as aptitude also. So your aptitude and attitude basically develop on the basis of your problem solving and decision making. आप IAS बन तो जाओ पहले. After becoming IAS officer, definitely your aptitude will change. Reason being because आपने एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर दिया, आप अब बड़े अच्छे एक आपका पर्सनैलिटी बन गया. So that aptitudes and attitudes reflects in our the form of energy. So that energy is the behavioral energy. That behavioral energy is called motivation. So your source of motivation and the way to act toward anything, that reflects your energy also, and it is also called motivation. So what is motivation? Motivation is basically energy of behavior. And here I'll try to also connect these things. Initially you will see that like sense organ will produce sensation, right? And sensation plus attention, here is what sensation plus attention is there. Attention, yeah. Here is like sensation plus attention is equal to what? Perception. So this is important for you. Perception. Another is if perception plus attention is equal to learning, and similarly learning plus rehearsal is equal to memory. So very important for you, right? Without learning and rehearsal, there will be no formation of memory. Without perception and attention, there will be no formation of learning. So learning will not create without what? it will not possible without attention, right? So this is very important for you. And memory will formed, हाँ memory से thinking बनता है. So memory plus manipulations. So while you will manipulations of the facts and information, that will help to create the thinking. And reasoning means again manipulations of the several things that will help again to develop logics. So in the reasoning again manipulations is going. And choosing the best alternatives is called basically problem solving. So all these things are visible into our intelligentsia. It means our level of attention, our perception, our learnings, our memories, our thinking, our reasoning, our decision making. All these things are visible into our intelligence. Getting? So intelligence is one of the important way by which anyone's we can understand their level of thinking, problem solving, concept formation, etc. So that help to understand any individuals. Because this page is so much, I think I have written too much at here, so that I need to take a next page. So initially, what we are understanding at here, how the one concept is related with the other concept. Like here I mentioned, first thing I mentioned that a perception, right? Perception plus attention, that is a source of learning. So learning is not possible without attention and perception. And attentions initially you can say two are there, maybe voluntary attentions and maybe involuntary attentions is there. So if you are saying watching anything voluntarily and involuntary attentions, so if it is voluntary then association learning, and if it is involuntary then it is called also consequential learning, right? Motor learning we call them too. So without perception and attention, learning will not create, right? So while we will deal the learning, so detail in the detailing of it, we will understand how the learnings forms and what are the rules and protocols. Similarly, here is learning plus rehearsal. Learning plus rehearsal. Rehearsal is here. So that will create memory, right? Which is well explained by the Atkinson's principles, right? So without learning and rehearsals, memory will not formed at there. Getting it? And go to the next part is there. Like memory, memory plus manipulations, right? Here is a manipulation that will helps to create what? Thinking. That will helps to create thinking. You must understand this. Similarly, if somebody will ask you what is aptitudes, so aptitude means what? Interest. Like interest plus potential in anything that is called aptitude. Like in your exams there is requirement of the civil service aptitude. So aptitude will not form without interest and potential. So interest is a primary criteria for the what? For the interest is primary criteria for the aptitudes, right? Without interest and potential, aptitude will not form. And go to the next part is there. Like here is cognition also. Cognition plus without emotion, your attitude will not create. Cognition plus emotion, that will create what? Attitude. That will create attitude. Getting it? So without cognition and emotion, attitude will not create at here. Another things you can say, you can take at here, like if somebody will ask you uh, how attitude forms. Attitude basically formed by the belief. Without belief you will not develop values, and without values initially you will not develop attitudes, right? And it will not develop any types of attitudes. Getting? So attitudes reflects in also CAB. What is a CAB? Cognition plus emotion plus behavior. So that is the attitudes, right? So cognition plus emotion is equal to attitude, and attitude is not a topic of group, it is a topic of individuals. So attitude हमेशा अकेले का होता है, किसी इंडिविजुअल का ही होगा, ग्रुप का नहीं होता. In case of our cognition plus emotion related to group and mainly negative emotions, so that will create what it may be for the groups. So in case of it is group, so that will create what? Stereotype. So it will create what? Stereotype. So stereotype basically develop with the help of what? Cognition plus negative emotions. So stereotype is a basically, अब देखो connect करना है. Our ultimate purpose is to connect. Without stereotypes there will be no prejudice. There is no prejudice, and without prejudice no discrimination will be there. So discrimination topic will basically develop with the help of stereotype, then prejudice, then there it will develop in the form of discriminations, which reflects in the society also very easily, and it is very easily it can be seen to anywhere else. So that it is important for you. Okay. So these are the logics how to develop the psychological concepts. Even we can develop a lot. We need to understand more keywords, more vocabularies related to it. So that will help to shape you best understanding. Like I'll going to explain few more words at here. Just like somebody will ask you motivation. Motivation means energy of behavior, right? That is energy of behavior, maybe plus that will create our needs, and that is a source of basically motivation. So motivation means energy of behavior basically, right? Simply energy of behavior is that is our motivation. If somebody will ask you the more keywords, so by the first slide what we can understand? We can understand sensation will develop with the help of sense organ. The sense organ is a source of sensation. Sensation is a source of attention. Attention is a source of perception. Perception is a source of learning. Learning is a source of memory, and memory will helps to in thinking. Thinking helps in reasonings. Reasonings in problem solving, concept formation, decision making, aptitude, attitude, motivation. And where is motivation? Definitely there will be emotions is also. So emotions and motivation will be there, and we can also connect with these things. How we can write in the form of formulas, and we can write into the more formulas just by the using few concepts, right? So this is important. You should must think and read it, how these things are forming and developing to you. Sir.